Great. Hi,
Hi.
this is Sai once again with the weekend edition of the interview style format show that we have for Mavin Magic called Funnily Enough. And our guest today is Dr. Archana Takte with the Arambh Skill Development Center in Brahmapuri. And she has a PhD from the Jawaharlal Nehru University and a Master of Philosophy from the Delhi School of Economics. Before this, she was a school principal at Anubhuti Prashala in Brahmapuri as well. And her skills are project management, community engagement, curriculum development and oversight, team collaboration, multitasking, operational planning, opportunities identification, and decision making. Archana ji, there's a lot of skills and a lot of hats you wore. So first, let me ask you, let me set the context of where Brahmapuri is, because a lot of people would not know where Brahmapuri is in relation to everything else. Brahmapuri is somewhere in the middle of Maharashtra, middle of India in that case. And
In middle of India it is.
yeah, middle
And
of,
basically it is in Maharashtra and it is near Nagpur. To
हाँ
understand, it is near Nagpur.
हाँ अब मैंने देखा would you prefer Hindi or English is okay? Any language is okay?
It's okay. English bilingual we can go. It's no problem.
बायलिंगुअल ना वैसे
Yeah, yeah,
मिक्स
yeah,
करके बात कर लेते हैं
yeah.
तो आई चेक्ड कि कितनी दूर है ब्रह्मपुरी एंड बॉम्बे से
120 kilometer from Nagpur.
हाँ एंड बॉम्बे से इट्स लाइक 11 hours बाय
Yeah,
रोड
it's two. Yeah.
काफी दूर है हाँ तो फिर आप you were in Delhi School of Economics Jawaharlal Nehru University what made you go back to I mean I'm assuming that you were on like in physically in Delhi when you were doing those programs what made you come back to Brahmapuri क्यों आए आप
I'm from Maharashtra.
अच्छा
And when I came to Delhi, I'm from Pune.
हम्म
And my husband is from Chandrapur district, which is the backward district.
अच्छा
And he is a software engineer.
हम्म
And we met in Delhi and we decided to whether to go abroad and do some work and job and related things or
हम्म
to come back. And we decided to come back to our own native place and start something. My husband is now running his own business
हम्म
and we start this initiative.
Acha, so basically it was your husband and you met in Delhi and the choice was between going abroad and coming back and helping was it a choice to come back to help the community? Anyway, we just prefer to be in India. Was it like the unconscious thing कि I want to come back to Chandrapur because I want to help the community कि ऐसे it just happened like that.
No. It was a conscious decision.
But वो decision to help करने के लिए आने का था कि job मतलब चंद्रपुर आके भी हम we'll do a job anyway. Was it like that?
No. It was particularly because in my college day, I was a part of NSS.
Hmm.
And in my school days, I was part of social work. So
Hmm.
from beginning, I had this idea of community linking.
Hmm.
And whenever in my MPhil and PhD, I used to talk with and discuss with my guide also that I will go back.
Hmm.
I will not stay in Delhi and I will not do uh, Delhi based job. I will
Hmm.
go back. I will
Hmm.
go back. This was my final. And when Santosh and I decided to get married, that
Hmm.
time it was a conscious decision to start NGO. That was a conscious decision.
So, how much of a role did he have? Because it sounds like you were very clear that you want to go back to, say, Maharashtra, or at least Pune, Maharashtra, Nagpur, somewhere. You want to go back. But उनके दिमाग में क्या था? उनके दिमाग में था क्या कि ये जाना है, I mean, जाके एनजीओ शुरू करना है कि सॉफ्टवेयर जॉब करना है ऐसे?
No. He was not he was not about NGO,
हाँ,
but he was sure about his own business. That
अच्छा,
I will start my business, and what will you do? Because you are from Delhi School of, or you are doing in JNU.
हम्म,
So I knew that Chandrapur district is a backward district,
हम्म,
and so I can start work there. That was clear in his and my mind that we will start work.
I'm sorry, I'm asking this one more question about your husband because this in interview.
No. That's great. That's great because together we have done all these things.
So does he have a software job or is his business a software business or is it not?
No. He is not into software job. He is running his family business. We
अच्छा,
have a clothing business and he is running that.
अच्छा. So now it makes a little more sense because चंद्रपुर में software jobs कहाँ मिलेंगे? वो मैं सोच रहा
No. वो तो सवाल ही नहीं है. वो तो सवाल ही नहीं.
उस हिसाब से मैं पूछा था नॉट दैट आई एम लाइक उनके बारे में सारा पूछना है हाँ तो आप बताइए कि जेएनयू व्हाट वाज योर डिग्री इन जेएनयू एंड दिल्ली स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स लाइक डिग्री तो एमफिल पीएचडी है लेकिन सब्जेक्ट कोर्स
I did PhD from J.
हाँ तो सब्जेक्ट क्या था
मेरा सब्जेक्ट था एग्रीकल्चरल रिस्क
हम्म
एंड फार्मर्स सुसाइड इन महाराष्ट्र.
Wow, that up you did all this in 2001 to 2008, and abhi bhi we hear stories about farmer suicides in
Yes.
Maharashtra. So what is happening? Why is there no policy level change that is it improving? First of all, is the rates of suicide
Yes,
up?
yes. Government has now started scaffolding, but natural causes are not in our hand. And what is happening? The cost of input is increasing, like
Hmm.
fertilizer, seeds, and the
Hmm.
nature that you know that rain has not stopped yet. In October or November, we are facing rain challenges.
Okay, now I have a follow-up question. आपने कहा कि input costs बढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन your own, I think your work was some BT cotton. I forget what it was, but
Yes, because my area was about BT cotton.
hmm.
The
BT cotton.
cotton growers are dying. They are preferring suicides. They are forced to suicide.
Hmm. So BT cotton, could you explain that a little bit more? कि input cost बढ़ क्यों रहे हैं in cotton? I mean, in farming, why is it? What is BT cotton? What is this input cost that you're saying कि बढ़ रहे हैं उसका?
Input was what earlier or traditional farmer used to do. They had their own seeds.
Hmm.
Once they sell the cotton,
Hmm.
inside the cotton there are, they used to keep it in their home, the store, and they
Hmm.
used to use it again and again. Then
Hmm.
the hybrid came.
Hmm.
In the green revolution, the hybrid came.
Hmm.
And afterwards, the BT cotton came
Hmm.
after globalization.
Hmm.
And the BT seeds you have to buy every year.
Hmm.
You cannot store it.
I was reading Monsanto and all those companies, they have like legal things that you cannot share, you can't reuse the seeds and all that, right? Is that what it is?
Yes, means the legal thing means they are not going to come and check your fields.
Hmm.
The productivity is very less. Since first you sow, you will get 100 tons. And
Hmm.
if you second time you sow, you will get 20 tons. So what is the profit?
But
That is the thing.
is that some like they've what does BT stand for? And how have they done this that पहले साल में आपको 100 टन मिलेंगे, सेकंड साल में 20 टन, ऐसा ऐसा क्या किया
That
उन्होंने?
is genetic thing. That is genetically they have done it. That you cannot resow it. That is
Hmm.
a marketing strategy of that company, and that was it was opposed.
But I remember the opposition. When I was younger, I remember all these arguments about Anani Monsanto and GMO should not come into India. I don't know what BT stands for. Can you tell me what BT stands for?
BT, I also don't write now. BT is genetic what? I just don't remember the long form of it.
Same. I remember reading about it. I just don't remember what it is. But I remember that there were a lot of protests and people are saying, "Nahi aana chahiye." These companies should not come. They should not be allowed to enter the Indian agricultural sector. But what happened that they were allowed to finally enter?
What happened means
But how did the government convince the farmers कि ठीक है, it's okay, you can let.
production. Production was massive.
Acha. Okay. But okay, so that's unfortunate that even I mean so
The
but the
production, if hybrid is coming 120 yield per acre,
hmm.
this
I don't know if it's just me, but Arjun, I think your video is freezing.
than your hybrid or your traditional.
Archana, I'm really sorry, but I think there's some issue with your network because every once in a while your video freezes. Yeah, Wikipedia says that these bacteria, they release some 200 different types of toxins which are poisonous to lots and lots of insects.
Very interesting.
But if you think about it, it's probably one reason why we don't see so many insects out there anymore. Because I remember when I was growing up, there used to be insects like all everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially different times of the year, there'd be like loads and loads of insects. But nowadays, much less. Maybe it's at- uh, because of these kind of GMOs or these modifications, the insects are they go and try to say eat the cotton seeds or whatever, and then they get poisoned and die, because of which there's wholesale destruction of insects.
But also the insecticides are also used, no? On the farms and fields. So
This might be at a bigger scale because it looks like, not just when the cotton is growing, but when the cotton is being stored, when the seeds are being stored, insects, if they eat them, they die like that. So it could be like, I don't know.
yeah, that is possible.
Hmm.
And that's why we are also getting so many problems.
Right. All this like prevalence of cancer at a younger age that's starting. There's people dying. So many young people dying of heart attacks. I'm of that like risk age now. My mid-40s. I'm starting to get worried about my heart.
Yeah. Premji, you want to share? Yeah.
Yeah, because I find that sometimes there is commercial aspects of the whole thing. Yeah. There are two sides. Somebody wants to make a lot of money, so there is a battle there. So each time they bring about with more chemicals, nature responds by giving more stringent insects. So that's a give and take thing here.
Right.
So don't know who's losing. We are losing. Insects are getting stronger. They can find a way. Nature can find a way around.
Right.
But the cost of the problem is with the soil. Actually, we have a 14-inch topsoil. I mean, ideally it should be that, but there is no topsoil of 14-inch anywhere, except only a few places.
Right.
So we are being compromised.
Right.
Even the earthworms. There are so many types of earthworms.
So,
The
Prem,
Egyptian earthworms.
Archana is back, so we can probably
Yeah.
continue our conversation with Archana today.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. So, Archana, while you were having some network issues, I think I was Prem and I, we both searched online to see what BT stands for. And BT का full form है bacillus.
Thuringienosis, biotherogenosis, so like that one.
Thuringienosis. It's some type of bacteria which releases toxins which kill different insects and all that. हम discuss कर रहे थे कि ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं लोग and all that. So yeah, so we were discussing farmer suicides and policy changes and all those good things that are happening. So we're discussing all these policy changes which are improving the state of life of farmers, but now there is climate change which is causing different types of problems. So वो सब साइड में रखते हैं because वो तो बहुत बड़ा कॉन्वर्सेशन हो गया, लाइक पॉलिसी वगैरह मैं और आप कहाँ डिस्कस करेंगे. बट फ्रॉम योर सॉरी आरंभ एंड अनुभूति NGOs जो आप काम कर रहे हैं, what is, can you give us a little bit of background on that?
What is? I'm not clear.
आपका जो आरंभ, there's an Arambh Skill Development program that you're running.
Yes.
What is that about? And उसमें there's some women empowerment and women education, women feminine hygiene. उन सब चीजों पे आप काम कर रहे हैं. Can you give us a little bit of background on that?
Right now we are working with the skill development program, and in that we are giving. This is a tribal area. Basically, we are staying around Tadoba. Tadoba is a tiger reserve forest. And around all this area, we are in the buffer zone of tiger. So employment opportunities are very less here. These are class 3, 4 town cities. We have only 50,000 population. So employment opportunities are very less. We are surrounded by forest. We have day or 2 days we have a tiger attacks in our around villages. And so they are less educated. So we are trying to develop the skills of women through block printing. Recently we have started a block printing technique, and we have arranged training for the women. So block printing is our traditional art, and so now this woman will start their own things, and the NGO will support them to make products like bag, like cushions, like bed sheets, and we will sell it near Tadoba forest. The tourists come, so we can sell over there.
Achha, so it's all hyper local. So tourists who come to the Tadoba Reserve can buy from you guys, and it's not like you're transported to bigger cities and
No.
Nagpur वगैरह.
We have searched the local markets, and it's beneficial for the woman also that she can produce her art, and because they are tribal, they have a great sense of art. They understand naturally the color combination, the texture, and the beauty. because they are into the nature. So they understand it much more than any graduate student or postgraduate students of design.
So it's like
It's naturally inside them.
Instinctively, it's not like it's taught to them. Instinctive. Okay, acha. So, and then there's also, you were also principal of Anubhuti Prashala. What is that? Is that like a school, like a education school, or is it like a skill development school also?
No. It is a proper school. Initially, when we came back from Delhi, we started a school. And that was a pre-primary based school. And in that, we developed that students don't have to learn rote method of writing and revising. And so we studied best schools of Maharashtra, which were practicing alternate school or the alternate teaching methodologies. We visited them, we learned from them, and then we also got through Gandhiji's Nai Talim model. And we were greatly inspired by that model. We saw that how they have dream and how they are giving work to hand, hair, heart, and head. Gandhiji's philosophy was to include your heart, hand, and heart. 3H, his principle was. So we included that into our syllabus. And then, though we are following Maharashtra government syllabus, but we have changed the pedagogy. I will give you example, like whatever activities or whatever we are planning, we make it point that our student will go out of the school and they will take advantage of our local sites. Like my place is surrounded by 12 talav, water bodies, large, huge water bodies that is built by communities for irrigation purpose. And so many migratory birds come there. So we make it point that our children should go and visit that that local water bodies, so they can see how it is used by the people for washing purpose, for irrigation purpose, and migratory birds are also coming. So if I don't make them aware about our local surrounding, what to say about the oceans and other things. So we make it point that they should go out, they visit, they see, they learn, they explore, and it's working.
So I have a follow-up question. जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि it's an alternative schooling methodology. It's slightly different from, but my impression was that people in rural India will be like, मुझे पढ़ाई करके I want to leave and go to the big city and work there, and I don't want to remain in the village. That's one. तो जो आपके स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके पेरेंट्स क्या कहते हैं कि अरे ये सब क्यों सिखा रहे हैं, मुझे मेरे बच्चे को इंजीनियर बनाना है ताकि वो गांव छोड़ के जा सके. ठीक है. So that's one question that you might have to answer it from parents. The second question is there enough of a base, enough need or enough demand for a school which is alternate in say Chandrapur district?
There is no demand at all. They don't understand and they don't appreciate. Many times we face challenges, like they say, why are you taking all these? They know it from their childhood. That's their surrounding. You need not to give them special time to explore. But what happens, like initially when we started, people appreciated it because it was a bagless school. And we improved their hand skills and their sensory organs. So initially people appreciated it. Up to class 5th, you don't face any challenges because people appreciate that children are going. Actually, it was a alternative school as well as it was a low cost model. Like we are charging very less fees. Today also we are charging 5,500 per year. Per year. So we wanted to create access and affordability to education for an English medium school.
Achha.
So that was appreciated by the people, and they came and they joined our school. And the students who are going away from Brahmapuri or Nagpur for education, they are appreciated by their colleges, that you have a better skill set than other students. Compared to city student, you have a better skill set because you have an exposure of village also. And your school has taken that efforts to take you out. Even for history, we have a different pedagogy. For history, geography, we had made a point to visit them to UNESCO sites. We have been to Ajanta Ellora, we have visited Sanchi, we have gone to Hampi. So we have tried to show them UNESCO sites. And once they visit that, history and geography is just a matter of
very easy for them then.
very easy, because there they see the museums, they see the coins, they see the local resources, how it is preserved by the heritage site. When they see it, they don't have to memorize. And history geography is very much most favorite subject of our school students. They like it.
So it must be like, अगर ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है इन चंद्रपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, ऐसे बाकी स्कूल्स हैं नहीं, एंड फिर आप सब कुछ खुद लाइक गांधी जी के मेथड्स को पढ़ के समझ के इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं, देन यू मस्ट बी हैविंग अ चैलेंज क्रिएटिंग द करिकुलम एंड डिजाइनिंग व्हाट टू डू, राइट? तो वो मतलब आप खुद करते हैं कि कोई आके आपको हेल्प करता है, कि गवर्नमेंट से हेल्प मिलता है, क्या करते हैं?
No, government help नहीं करता है. See what we did, we initially started with a 1 class. So we focused on nursery itself. So it took me 13 years to complete our first 10th batch. 13 years I have given for this work. Only 1 year, 1 batch, 1 curriculum, 1 activity, everything. So I was also growing up with my own student. When they appeared for 10th, I was appearing with my skill set and my processes and SOPs. So how to deal with that topic? If we have a turtle topic, what activity we should take for this turtle? Recently, I will give you example that we have a lesson in 9th class of Gond art, tribal art, and abstract painting. So we gave assignment to students that you submit us 1 drawing of this art. So students submitted with a very lethargic mood and said that this is our picture, and they had just do without motivation they have done. So we gave them challenge that if you in Diwali vacation you do it, redo it, do it in a teamwork. 4 of you will join, not individually, and if you do it correctly and with your full energy, then we will post it on FB, Instagram, and school will give you each one of you a treat. And yesterday they showed me this beautiful tribal art with a huge size of 3x2. They have joined the page, these papers, and they have drawn it such a beautifully. That moment I get all of my energy. What a beautiful, just a teacher has to give them motivation. And then we just strike them and everything is done.
तो आप 9th स्टैंडर्ड में ये करें, 9th तो स्टेट बोर्ड या सीबीएसई जो भी आपका करिकुलम है, जो भी बोर्ड है, उसका कोर्स शुरू हो जाता होगा ना, तो उसमें इज गोंड आर्ट पार्ट ऑफ दैट करिकुलम? डज द स्टेट बोर्ड से, आप स्टेट बोर्ड है कि सीबीएसई?
we have a state board. See, board is not saying you anything actually. It's your the management and the principal vision that how you treat that syllabus. They are not forcing you for each step.
तो हाँ, वही मुझे समझना था कि नोट कितना कहती है, what does the book actually say? Like, do you have to teach them about art, or do they say you have to teach them about Gond art, or do they have to teach them about local? What is the board saying, and how are you interpreting it as the management?
Board is saying that stick to the syllabus. They want written answers. See, they are particular. They want written answers of every question. But it's choice of a school. It's a choice of a management that how you give treatment to that lesson. I am sure the student will forget what was Gond art after reading and appearing and writing the answer, long answers. But once they have drawn it, they will not forget throughout their life. That's experiential learning.
And 9th स्टैंडर्ड में भी तो उनका टाइम कैसे रहता है? बिकॉज दे हैव सम 6 or 7 सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ने होते हैं उनको, तो अगर सब में वो प्रोजेक्ट करने लगे, साइंस में भी प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, गोंड आर्ट में, हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी में प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो उनको टाइम रहता है क्या? डू दे हैव इनफ टाइम टू लिव, like do everything? Is it possible?
So you have to cut the redundant part. We are cutting that redundant part. The part, the activities which are suggested by the textbook, which are not beneficial for the student, we have to cut it short, because what is use What is the use if students are not engrossed in that activity? If the government or the syllabus is saying take a discussion and students are not interested, take a discussion and give your opinion. Student might not be interested in giving opinion. They have not formed yet. But if you give an experience of really drawing it, maybe that will be the experience to cherish in their life.
Very interesting. And this is all, I didn't know that the syllabus is, it gives details, but it stops at a level where it gives you some freedom to choose how to impart that knowledge to students. I wasn't aware of that. So that is a learning
Even
to
for science and technology, we are taking class, and in that class, if they have a topic of preservatives, every year we will make lemon pickle in our school. How can you teach them preservative? Preservation. What is the preservation? If pickle is a traditional mechanism, our ancestor knew it. What is the preservation? So we will take preservation activity and we will take pickle, simple lemon pickle in school. And students cherish it. Students enjoy it thoroughly. They bring lemon, they cut it, they remove the seeds, they put the sugar and we store it. Every day we keep it in the terrace for sunlight. They will bring it and they are engrossed. Their full energy is into the project. They're eager to see the results. And we distribute that in their lunchtime. So it is a holistic activity where they learn the sharing, participation, engagement, and ratio proportion, as well as because we weigh the lemons, we weigh the sugar, we weigh the salt as well. Every year we take for ratio and proportion for maths activity. We take idli in school. Ratio, how can you teach ratio without taking idli? Idli is a perfect example. You teach them fermentation as well as you will teach them ratio proportion. And when they divide it and they come to the same proportion that everyone has taken 3:1, urad dal and rice. So they come, when they add everything and they divide it, they get to know, oh, this was the ratio. This was the ratio.
So, okay, maybe, so this sounds like there's a lot of teacher involvement and management involvement in training the students or guiding the students. So is your school mostly focused on, say, the more well-to-do parents in Chandrapur, or anybody, like it's a range?
I told you the fee is 5,500. So you can yourself understand what is our range. Okay, and so there is, so okay, now 5,500 to give you context, I'm living in Bangalore, and 5,500 may you not get anything. Our maid charges 5,500 roughly. Okay, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just, please don't see that. I know.
So my
I
point
am much more aware about the facts, and sometimes I feel that enough satisfaction I have got through my work, but financially or economically, what the standards are, what my friends are doing, I'm not doing. I'm not. I know that.
Does that affect you? Like when you see your friends on Instagram and Facebook, US में रहते हैं, बड़ी बड़ी गाड़ियाँ चलाते हैं, आपको लगता है क्या कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ ऐसा, कि लगता नहीं?
No. I never feel, because it was a conscious decision. But whenever I meet them, they appreciate me a lot. Everyone. Initially, when I started this school, they were saying, "Are you are not doing job, you are PhD, you are not even applying." But after 5-7 years, I observe that all my friends, all my colleagues, all are appreciating me for choosing this path and for walking it for 20 years.
Wow. So to go back to the question about, schooling costs and all that, so it sounds to me that even people, so my impression was कि अरे मेरे बच्चे को Montessori पढ़ाना है, मेरे बच्चे को IGCSE, IBC, ICC पढ़ाना है. That's to me, and please do, again, I'm not talking for everybody. I'm saying मेरे knowledge में ऐसा लगता था मुझे कि the people with a lot of disposable income will make experiential learning as a goal for their children. But from what I'm hearing from you, it sounds like even people who don't have a lot of disposable income, people who are not maybe the the CEOs and CTOs of the world, they are still also looking for experiential learning at the less cost, uh, less more. I guess I don't want to use that. I don't know what word to use, but more price.
Actually, whenever you, matlab the concept, see, they are selling you. They are selling you. But whenever we are like Gandhiji, Gijubhai Badheka, who started child education in India with after training with Maria Montessori, he started it in Gujarat. Tarabai Modak, she started in Maharashtra, and they got training from Maria Montessori. And in 1920s or 40s, before independence, they had this approach of a child education, and in that it should be based on surrounding. You should not use plastic toys. Whatever you are teaching, it should come from your surrounding. That was their basic, and so it will be cheap. So cost should be reduced.
तो दो क्वेश्चंस है मेरे पास. एक तो है कि सराउंडिंग ये खो कहाँ गई? Where did this awareness that our education should be based on our surroundings disappear, and it got replaced by like top down learning from the state, central government से rules आने लगे, central board से rules आने लगे, हम उसको फॉलो करने लगे. वो एक क्वेश्चन वो है कि गया कहाँ? ये नॉलेज था जो 1920 से 1940s में लोगों के पास नॉलेज था, वो अब गया कहाँ? And second question is, now we're living in a globalized economy, which means that a child who knows about the talab of Chandrapur, they've learned a lot. They've learned how to interact with nature around them. But is it transferable to say when they move to Norway जाके रहने लगे, Norway में तालाब है, is the same knowledge? Can you keep same or related knowledge? Can you take it to say Norway or some place जहाँ बच्चे जाएंगे आज से 10 साल बाद पढ़ाई करके आगे चले जाएंगे? So is the knowledge transferable? I guess the two questions is, where did that intrinsic belief that learning should be localized go away? And second is the knowledge that you give from experiential learning in hyper local, like चंद्रपुर के आसपास के जगहों के बारे में आप knowledge दे रहे हैं, वो कहाँ बाहर यूज होता है?
Distortion है.
अच्छा, सुनाई नहीं पड़ा गया, मैंने इतना लंबा सवाल पूछ लिया, वापस पूछोगे?
2 points I am not clear. First is about transfer of knowledge, and second is
कि वो जो 1940 में हमने सीखा था कि learning
application.
नहीं, एक
Application and transfer, right?
Transfer तो है, that's one, yes. An application and transfer is one. The second question was कि हमने जो 1920 में समझा था कि learning should be local, वो belief गया कहाँ? Why did it get replaced? अभी तो सब centralized है, तो वो knowledge कि our education should be.
गेला संतोष आहे. तुझं connection दे.
ठीक है, आप transference and application के बारे में बताइए.
Learn anything, it's always lake around Brahmapuri. If we are taking our children to visit a lake, the birds, the soil, the moth, the butterfly, that will be with them, and obviously they are going to connect it. What was the difference? Most important thing is in education is we learn to assimilate our experiences, our knowledge. We learn to classify. We learn to differentiate. So once they have seen the lake of Maharashtra or lake of anywhere, they can compare it with the Norway. So 3 things: assimilation, classification, and differentiation. That's very easy way to compare and to experience and to understand. And second question was you are about transfer, or what was application? Application I've said, and why it knowledge or the education from the surrounding, right?
वो गया क्यों? Why did we stop doing that?
Over marketization, over marketing. If I will give you education through seeds of tamarind, I'm not using anything fancy thing, and I'm saying collected and seeds. What is the cost? If
Zero.
I'm saying you to collect pebbles from a sand to counting, if I'm saying you to collect shells from sand, so what is the cost involved here?
Zero.
Cost is nothing.
Right.
But what we have done, we want everything fancy. So we collected and we have buy everything from market, which is very fancy, very attractive, and typically 3 basic color: yellow, green, blue, yellow, green, blue. Get attracted. Child likes that color. But why everything should be in? They look very dusty color. There are so many pastel colors. You are not allowing them to explore, and you are saying that we allow them to elephant into purple color. Yes, you are allowing, but your whole infrastructure of your school is stereotype. Your infrastructure of, if you are using only 3 colors, yellow, green, blue.
I should
Right?
I should probably note that my background is also bright colors for that reason. It's literally green, not green, but blue, bright red, and yellow. So I'm using basic colors as well. But I think you're right that there is a limit. They want the children to be like happy, happy, happy all the time. And I think what you're saying is that your methodology teaches them to be more grounded.
No. That is a marketing funda only, but we are taking away. We are taking our children away from reality. And we are showing that to parents also. That, okay, this is the standard. So why we to expect after Gen Z, whichever generation is coming, how they will accept the realities?
That is, I don't know what to say, because
if you have not exposed them in their childhood.
wow, this is a very, very, very different way of looking at education, to say that children should know reality instead of just showing them the happy parts of life. And are parents willing to accept that? Are parents willing to say, अच्छा ठीक है, आप कोई बात नहीं, आप करो जैसे जो आपको सही लगे करो, ऐसे? Are they willing to do that?
Can you repeat?
I was asking, जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि बच्चों को सिर्फ हैप्पी चीजें नहीं, like other colors, other ways of like more local, सिर्फ फैंसी चीजें नहीं, more grounded things. तो आर पेरेंट्स तैयार है वो सीखने के लिए, वो देखने के लिए, वो समझ वैसे उस टाइप का एजुकेशन एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं पेरेंट्स?
As it is दिखा.
Very interesting.
Don't go to negative part or the positive. Reality. What is the everyday life? Why are you making it so decorative, which is not life? We have a best classroom. We have things which are, but accept the nature part. Like we have a wooden furniture, dusty colors furniture. We have a clay building. Which is not painted. And if we have painted, it is into tribal art. We have painted it in this Mithila art and Varli. So make it natural. My point is to be natural.
Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. And so, okay, now moving on. So you have a lot of different things that you've done. There is also the Urban Credit Cooperative Society of Brahmapuri, Anubhuti Credit. So was that again like to microfinancing? Is it in that space?
Yes.
So what is the, how did the idea come to you? What is the need for a Urban Credit Cooperative Society in Anubhuti, in Brahmapuri? Kya hua kya? What is the story behind it?
Opportunities and the parents, those who were coming and talking and discussing me since last 15 years, though there are self-help groups of women very active, but rate of interest is very high, because in self-help group or so the woman
Yeah, I think she got dropped.
No, but I'm amazed that the points of view that Archana is sharing. It's like
Yes.
it's amazing. Like, okay, we only show people the happy parts of life, children happy parts of life, and why not show them reality? I mean, that's a very unique way of looking at it. And
And I think with the social media, that has become more of the case.
सिर्फ अच्छी चीजें, all the colorful things, all the happy things, nobody wants to show that, I guess. But on the other hand, there's also this interesting dynamic in play that though she there is students learning from everyday life and surroundings and all that, one of the incentives that she mentioned is we will promote your work on social media. So it's like एक तो है कि सोशल मीडिया को गाली दे रहे हैं कि नहीं, we don't want our children to have only the happy parts of, like, only see the good things in life and do all this like सिर्फ likes and whatever के लिए. और दूसरी तरफ से भी also saying if your work can be seen by a wider audience. It's like, I don't know how
Yeah.
to explain the dynamic कि एक तो लोकल पर also कह रहे हैं अब डालोगे तो पूरी दुनिया देखेगी, लोग दूर बाहर के लोग भी देखेंगे, ब्रह्मपुरी से बाहर के लोग. And I don't see that as being a bad thing. It's just like an interesting choice कि एक तो hyper local, forget about the world outside, the world around us is enough of a learning canvas for us. Then comes the other thing, अरे आप यहाँ सीखोगे और उसको आप ठीक से implement करोगे तो दुनिया देखेगी. So there's this.
Because I think even if they may not like it, but the aspiration of children and parents are still there to connect with the world, and social media is everywhere now.
That's true. That's true. And
Yeah.
in fact, I was reading about this school called Alpha School. So once she comes back, we'll go back to talking about Archana's work. But Alpha School is a school program in the US which is started to teach children at their own pace through the use of AI. And they were like, हमारे बच्चे they can learn faster if they're not constrained by the curriculum and all that. बच्चे खुद ही सीख लेंगे. So now I'm like thinking कि अगर if AI can be, and if you give a child they give children like 2 hours of AI time every day, they can use the devices, I guess, whatever they have to learn. So they learn at their own pace. And that's another use, like another pedagogy mechanism where there's no teacher. There's all children use AI, progress at their own pace. They have something called mentors and guides. So if the children get stuck on something, they can maybe have a discussion with the mentor, but there's no teacher as such. Like there are no teachers in that school. So like ये भी अच्छा तरीका है यार कि you get a subscription to Chat GPT and then बच्चों को बोलो उसी से सीख लो जितना सीखना है.
Yeah, I think current generations are the those who are going to schools, they are already masters in AI. How to use it and all of it. So I think the future generation will be like that. We have Archana here. Yeah.
Archana's back. Hi Archana. Looks like आपका muted है microphone. Looks like you're having some network issues, but ठीक है, welcome back. तो एक follow-up question था, which is why is it that अगर 1940s में हमें पता था कि experiential learning होना चाहिए, hyper local learning होना चाहिए, वो knowledge गया कहाँ? Why did people stop doing that? कि marketing is one aspect of the current day, but 1947 से लेके 1990 तक marketing तो उतना था नहीं. तो फिर उस समय भी हमें ऐसा क्यों लगने लगा कि we have to go away from hyper local learning to say more standardized learning and which is true for the entire, वो वैसा change क्यों हुआ? Freeze again.
I guess उस वक्त की जो सच्चाई थी वो ये थी कि लोगों को जल्दी जल्दी एजुकेशन खत्म करना था. कि उनको जब मैं स्कूल में जाती थी, I do remember that in my school they have taken some beads and some tamarind seeds, because I was in Pune. I don't know about the other cities what they were doing, but in Pune we had this type culture. Pune is very.
Ouch. वापस network problem.
Yeah, let me check.
No, I'm sure she'll come back. Let's not stress her too much. She must be stressed already. कि network drop हो रहा है तब से.
Yeah, she's back. Yeah.
Yes. हाँ, अर्चना आप कह रहे थे. Muted. You're muted, Archana. हाँ बोलिए.
तो उस वक्त भी बाकी जगह पे कम कम होने लग गया था, एंड गवर्नमेंट इट promoted rote method. और एजुकेशनिस्ट वो कम, जो वास्तव में पढ़ाई करके बैठे थे, जिन्होंने वास्तव में इसका अनुभव लिया था, वो बहुत कम रह गए हैं। और इतने सारे बच्चों के साथ उनको ये हो नहीं पाएगा। अगर एक क्लास में 60 बच्चे हैं तो हम वो नहीं कर पाएंगे। Recently, Maharashtra government has again started this cultivism in which they are promoting school teachers, management, everyone to start the peer learning activity, to start with the teaching aid, to start with the environment again. Government is trying, पर वो इतना रास्ता पीछे छूट गया है कि टीचर ही अभी कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है कि हम इस रास्ते से भी पढ़ा सकते हैं। वो छूट।
अच्छा, ठीक है. सो वो तो मुझे पूछना था. दैट्स व्हाई आई वेंट बैक टू एजुकेशन. यू वर सेइंग अबाउट कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी एंड हाई इंटरेस्ट लोन्स. एंड वो क्या होता था उस समय? व्हाट इज द स्टोरी बिहाइंड स्टार्टिंग दिस कोऑपरेटिव बैंक, कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी ऑफ योर्स?
Cooperative society, my own.
I think she dropped off again. So we'll have like choppy conversation. हर 2 मिनट we'll talk and then it'll take a few minutes for Archana to come back. अर्चना आपकी म्यूटेड है आवाज. हाँ आ गया.
शक्यच नाही, परत गेला.
अब ठीक है, बताइए.
जो पेरेंट्स आ रहे थे और वॉट एवर द वर्क वी वर डूइंग इन सराउंडिंग विलेजेस, वी फाउंड दैट पीपल आर फेसिंग चैलेंजेस विथ लोन केसेस. They are not getting access and affordable rates for loan. So we thought of starting it. And in COVID period, during COVID period, we were not having too much burden of schools, classes. So in that period, we started collecting people, group of peoples by visiting villages. And with the help of that, 700 people, we came together and we formed that urban society. And in that society, you get a loan. If you are a member, you get a loan at a 14% rate of reducing rate of interest. And they can save their small amounts as well. And we give to small self-help group also. We give loan to self-help group also. And that is yearly 14%. And when this self-help group women interlend among themselves, that is a 24%, 2% monthly. But that is without mortgage. So they prefer.
So आपका जो 14% है वो विथ कोलैटरल है कि विद मॉर्गेज है कि विदाउट मॉर्गेज? अच्छा, तो मतलब आप बाकी इंटरपर्सनल लोन पे 24% था आपका, इट्स एट 14%. अंडरस्टूड. So and how are the people using it? Like, how are the women or men who are part of the cooperative, वो किस रीजन के लिए लोन लेते हैं, किस रीजन के लिए, वो क्या करते हैं उसके साथ?
Generally, they increase stock of their existing shop. Women generally take for constructing house. She takes a loan and she books. She pay advance for cement. She pays that advance for buying iron or TMT. जो वो सलाख होती है जो कंस्ट्रक्शन में यूज होती है, तो वो एडवांस वो दे देती है. तो उसको जब भी घर बनाना है तो कैन टेक इट आउट फ्रॉम दैट ओनर. उसको वो एडवांस दे देती है उस पैसे से और वो घर बनाते हैं अपने.
Arey, very nice. And I think the government is also pushing home construction and home ownership. Like my wife is an economist, and she was saying like studies are showing that there's a lot of push कि people should have their own houses. So does the government help in home construction
तो
also?
जब the government is giving that for Awas Yojana, they are giving them 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 is given by the government, but 1,50,000 में घर पूरा नहीं होगा. So they take loan, small loan from 2-3 institutes, 2-3 financial institutes. They take small loans. तो पहले घर बनाएंगे, फिर टाइल्स लगाएंगे, फिर टॉयलेट बनाएंगे. तो it goes on 7. They take small installment loan from multiple institutes. So वो एक एक्सपीरियंस था वुमेन्स के साथ काम करने का, वुमेन के साथ. और उनका वो था कि सेविंग्स जो उनकी है वो छोटी छोटी होती है, 250 रुपीज पर मंथ, 350 रुपीज पर मंथ. तो उससे बैंक चल रहा है कि वो आ रहा है एंड वी आर लेंडिंग इट आउट.
अच्छा. So, but is that also structured as a non-profit? I mean, cooperative hoga there must be a non-profit, right?
Yes. No, corporate profit लेते हैं.
अच्छा.
Cooperative is a profitable.
अच्छा, okay. So and
वो महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट के अंदर रजिस्टर्ड है.
अच्छा. So now आप there is skill development, there's Anubhuti, Prashala, there is also the cooperative bank, the cooperative society. So आप what else are you doing, and is this all like 24 hours में आप कितना कुछ करते हैं? Sara, are you involved in all of them still?
Yes, I am involved in all of.
तो दिन में तो
I'm
24
at a
घंटे.
management level now that initially I started it and now I have given duties and we have a team now. Initially we were doing it alone, but now we have a team.
And how big are the teams for these organizations?
Not big, only 2%. For school we are 15. For a school we have a 15.
Right.
For Anubhuti urban we are 3. And for Arambh, we are 2. And everywhere I am there. Of these 2, I am 1. Among these urban cooperative 3, I am 1.
I mean, it's at least you're not doing everything yourself. That because I know how much, like as an entrepreneur.
That's not possible. No. We have a team. We have a team and we are doing it by learning, by online coachings. We principles of management, how to build a team, everything. We are also accessing knowledge through this platform. And we are developing in such a way that we will be able to create some jobs. I would like to tell you one more thing. All teachers are not B.Ed, D.Ed. Initially, when they joined us, they were not qualified as a teacher. But they were enthusiastic to teach, to be a creative person. They were eager to learn. So when they joined our school, we gave them training. We promoted them to prepare demo, and it was an interactive learning with the old teachers and new teachers. And now, after joining our school, some of have done B.Ed, D.Ed, DLED, post-graduation. One of our teacher has also done MPhil, and now she has joined another school as a principal.
Wow! So you're helping.
So those teachers were unmarried, and when they got married to a city, Nagpur or Chandrapur, they have joined big brand schools like Swaminathan, Mount Caramal. So it was a learning space that we have created in Brahmapuri, where parents, students, and teachers, and both we were the part of it. We have learned, they learned, and we are very happy to see that our teachers are doing great in other schools also. When they shifted to a city, when they shifted to big city, they have joined a big brand school. They are confident and they are taking activities and
that's I just want to, for people who were not able to follow along, I think what Archana was saying is that there is a lot of learning that all of them experienced. Oh yeah, there she's back. Let me spotlight you, Archana. There you are. So I was just saying that it's great that there's a lot of growth for not just you as an individual or the students, it's also the parents, the teachers. Everybody's evolving as your efforts in this space take root, and you're helping creating all these organizations. It's wonderful to hear. And I really it's 9 o'clock, so I don't know, I know that people have a schedule to follow, and 9 baje ke baad sabke paas time nahi rehta to continue the conversation. But my conversation with you has been extremely insightful. I've learned a lot. For example, I learned that there are parents at all levels of society who are keen to give their children experiential learning. I've learned that what you're doing. There are people who are giving back, who were in big cities. They are coming back to their hometowns and their home bases to help the situation there. It's all wonderful to hear, and I think, Archana, all credit to you and your family and your husband for doing this as a couple, being a good team to create this support system and this base on which others are able to grow. I mean, teachers are going to bigger schools, students are going to bigger, like kids from your school are going to other schools and flourishing there. That's all a credit to the work you guys have done. So, Prem, Rajvin, if you have any comments, any thoughts to share with Archana, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions, or have any follow-ups. Please go ahead and have that conversation with Archana.
I would like
Archana, very good session, Sai, because I've been in special needs education. I started with humble beginning, so I went to the in 2 years ago I went to refugee schools, and the children were very very poor, and I was surprised to see in Malaysia there's a refugee school called Dignity, and I would say these children need a lot of encouragement and stuff like that to grow. And I myself, as an educator, as a teacher, I'm still learning. Yeah, because teaching people how to love, teaching people how to grow. I need growth myself, and sometimes I need healing myself too. So that's why the role of therapists are involved in us also. Right. As teachers, it's okay, Archana, to express our feelings. It's okay, because we are also humans. So God bless, and thank you.
Thank you, Rajvin. That's a nice story you shared about having to go to a refugee school and visiting a refugee school yourself. Prem, any thoughts to share with Archana?
Yeah, there were a few breaks, but I thoroughly enjoyed this session today. Very learning. Thank you very much. Namaste.
My son is also part of this conversation. He wants to join in also, looks like. So Archana, thank you very much, and appreciate the time you took to talk to us about your programs and the work you're doing. Like I said, you're creating a base, you're creating a foundation on which others are developing, which is always the right thing to do, because you can't always be everywhere doing everything yourself. Helping other people grow is creating a culture of, a positive cycle in Indian society. Thank you for that. Shabana, any thoughts from you, after which we can end this meeting? But I'm not sure if Archana is there. I think it's frozen again.
Yeah, so it seems like there is an internet glitch again, but it was really wonderful episode. Thank you so much, Sai. And you asked about so many different points, and Archana also shared in all those details, which I think it was very thought provoking. So we can think about such kind of education for a wider scale as well. Yeah.
Right.
So thank you. Yeah.
All right. Have a great Sunday, everyone. I'll see you guys the